which is the only kind you'll find in captivity in the United States. There's the eastern lowland, which are the largest. The mountain gorilla, made famous by Dan Fong.
8月22号，这个 Monkey Jungle。
哦，那个猴子！哇，那个猴子都好快啊！
蓝色的约蛮漂亮。你聪明啊，还要放下来等你喂。葡萄干。哦。
它只是吃一个。两个猴子要被。
这个蝴蝶下来了，看哪？哎，你不要吃，你要给它就吃哦，吹一点，哎，冲了。
还用那个 rectangle，用它的手。
这管子里头好多哦。还给它太多葡萄干呢。等一下骗别人。
这里面卖的。
哦，里面卖的是葡萄。走了走了，快等一下。
这个。看葡萄干下来。哦，凶的来了，好了，可以了。这未定了，已经。
还有最长，这个猴子有最长的。
So none of that.
I wouldn't want to run into him.
No.
就跟人一样。
妈，我好害怕。
这个妈妈长胡子耶。
切掉它。
现在好。
妈妈看它切不到，会自己切拉出来。
给它抓痒。
他自己试试看，这么长的吗 ？Hello, hello, hello, hello.
我
这裤子现在等于穿一条裤子。
上午的那么多小孩子，我刚以为他死掉了。
have to have great physical strength, support from male troop members, and the acceptance of females. Commonly, when a male moves up in rank, he also moves with them. Frequently, you can see the Javas doing the behavior called grooming, and what most people think they're looking for are parasites like fleas and ticks. However, these guys are clean and almost free of any ectoparasites, which are any parasites found outside the body. So what they actually are looking for is a tiny little particle called dandruff, just like the dandruff that we as humans get. When these monkeys perspire, salt in their sweat is absorbed into the dandruff particle, and it becomes a salty, crispy, crunchy little snack to them, kind of like a potato chip. More importantly though, grooming cements bonds between the individuals. A Java's lifespan can range from 20 to 25 years in the wild, to around 30 years in captivity. Males mature between the ages of 5 and 8 years, and female much for another egg. Alright, well I'm gonna go. Question? Do the moms teach the babies or do they learn by themselves? A little bit of both. Sometimes they learn from watching the adult, other times they learn from experience. Like you just saw, that baby had to hold him.
暂时小孩还是 baby 的时候，我觉得他是小孩很需要需要保护嘛，要有还有一个，最后一个了，应该是那一个。最后一个。
Spider monkey. They okay. 那尾巴等于说。
这个在等啊，你先喂这个好了。你看，然后你再看。
它的尾巴好长啊，是不是蜘蛛猴啊？可是他们有讲女生怎么？
King came to Monkey Jungle 36 years ago at about the age of 10. But before coming here to Monkey Jungle, King was in the circus. We don't know much about King's life at the circus, but what we do know is while King was there, they removed all of his front teeth, including his canines. Like I mentioned, King wouldn't need those teeth to hunt because he's vegetarian. And as you can see, he chews with his back teeth perfectly fine, kind of like how we do. However, King would need those teeth as a form of protection against other gorillas. That sagittal crest I mentioned earlier, that gives King a very strong bite. But without front teeth and canines, that sagittal crest, it's now virtually useless. And that's why it's not a great idea for us to put King in there with other gorillas. He is unable to defend himself. However, we did try to pair King with a female at one time, but in the gorilla society, it is the female that chooses the mate, and she rejected King. We don't know exactly why.
上我们没来这里。
So believe me when I tell you that King is a very spoiled gorilla. So much so that in his night house where he goes to sleep at night, he has his own heating and air conditioning, radio, flat screen HD TV with a remote control DVD player. That King controls himself.
Ellen is a very animated person herself, and therefore that's very fun for King to watch. Let's go see what King learns from Ellen. Although just because King has a TV does not mean that he likes to sit around and watch TV all day. King likes doing other things as well, like finger painting. Maybe guys go to the theater shop and actually check out all his masterpieces. I have him put his signature on all of them, so in the corner you're gonna find a very large gorilla fingerprints. From time to time, King does use hand gestures to sign to me. He does not know American Sign Language, but over the years he's developed signs on his own to consistently mean the same thing. I can also tell how King is feeling by his facial expressions, his body postures, and also by his grunts. So if you happen to hear King do a low, deep, rumbling sound like he did one earlier, that's his way of letting us know he's happy and having fun. Many people think that King is angry all the time. He's not. That's just his very wrinkly face. Let's go ahead and do some King's sign.
Monkey!
Up. Up. Let's give him all three. You ready, baby? Let's go. Up. Who's the king of monkey fingers? One. Stick it up. Stick it up. Bonnie Bay. Bonnie Bay. And their pelvises were not made to handle the stress of walking bipedally with their feet very long. However, gorillas can and will walk on two legs for periods of time. And it's usually when they're trying to impress a female or to make a male. Another common question, I guess, whether or not a gorilla can fly. They can, being 300 to 400 pounds, it would take something very sturdy.
Maman, c'est ta copine. Hein? Ah non. On est là-bas en dessous.
And back in 1955, Frank Dumont spent around 5 years in South America, gathering all of the plants you see around you and sending them back up here to be planted within this 5-acre compound. He also installed an irrigation system to make up for the extreme difference in rainfall between here and South America. It took the plants decades to grow into a true rainforest, and they continue to do so today. However, now there's a big difference between the rainforest you're standing in and our rainforest prior to 20 years ago. Before 1992, if you'd stood in the exact same spot you are right now, and you were to try to look up toward the sky, you wouldn't have been able to see it. Because of the dense canopy and vine growth, it would have been very dark, cool, and moist back here, just like in a real rainforest. However, in 1992, Hurricane Andrew made landfall here in South Florida, completely destroying this park. Females are the dominant gender, not the males. So for around 8 to 9 months out of the year, in order to avoid being attacked, they'll remain in what's called same-sex groups, meaning that the males stay with the males and the females with the females.
What is in her mouth? What is that? What is that eating?
背了一只小猴子，
背了一个小猴子，你看这么小，妈妈这么小，你看背一个小 baby 有没有？有没有看到？妈妈已经这么小了，背了一个小 baby 在背上。
不是，那个妈妈。
对呀，妈妈背着 baby 啊。
baby 比妈妈。
也是耶。
你看。
哎，泰哥，
不要进去，不要加进去。
那个。
I'm gonna put you down.
哎，玩吧，不要进去。
这边也有，这边看的也比较清楚。一个，这边树上，这边，另外一边。
How long do they usually live in captivity? 20 to 25 years.
And the wild?
In the wild, you could probably cut it down to about half or 3/4 of that. That's it.
这猴子照不到。
吃完了，啊，也要照相这里。
鸭子。